Sounds good. So, I mean, I would just then do a lot of your marketing now and your lead magnet, your opt-in to triathlon and marathon training.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm not a marathon runner, nor do I run triathlons, nor do I ever want to. But I mean, I think, like right now in the winter, I mean, Liz, it literally was -15 in Massachusetts on Monday, and now it's 58, like 55 or 58. So, Gene,
wow.
That. So, I mean, Gene, normally it is cold in the winter. I mean, maybe going off the premise that it is cold right now, like 5 tips to like stay warm during your winter marathon training, something along that line, because the Boston Marathon obviously is a huge event. Like trying to give like advice, tips away going off marathon training right now is where I would go.
Yeah.
And then for triathlon, I mean, I would just go like tips to, 5 tips for women to run their first triathlon. So I would just go off that, like give away like really great content. You got your base, really pin down that age. And then, Facebook, once you have your lead magnet and you're posting, you can easily do a Facebook ad where when you put interest in, you can write triathlons and marathons. So you can get very specific.
So you think I should create 2 at the same time, or?
Well, I mean, triathlon and marathon are 2 different things. So yes, I do.
Okay.
I mean, if you really sat down and just laid out, I mean, if I came to you and I said, Gene, I want to run a marathon. I mean, just kind of write down what you would do with a client starting out. And then you can even do one for like someone that's run a marathon. But I would just kind of like 5 tips you would give someone that I think the common person wouldn't know.
Okay.
Because have you run a marathon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, like I couldn't even tell you where I'd want to start to run a marathon. So I would just give away like really good, solid information. Whatever you're going to give away, like 5, 7 tips. I'm making that number up. I think people usually like the odd numbers. But then everything on your Facebook page, your Instagram, for the most part, I mean, obviously, like I have personal photos on mine, all that, should be geared around marathon, triathlon training and around that.
Yep.
And then what I would tell you to do is work on your lead magnets, because all it is really is put together like a PDF file, like put a Word doc and then put a PDF. And then if you have a website person, as I said last week, send them your PDF file and they should be able to create an opt-in so they can put it on your website.
Okay.
And then have them give you that link, like whatever the embedded link is, and then you can post it on Facebook. You can, put it on your LinkedIn, so not your LinkedIn, your Instagram profile, stuff like that. And then we can start playing with it. When we start talking about like Facebook, social media, and Facebook ads, we then can use those lead magnets to start running ads.
Okay. Sounds good. I will work with those ideas and finalize the giveaway.
Yeah, like I said, I think giving away like some sort of advice, some sort of tips is whether it's video or like writing, that's up to you. It doesn't matter. And like I said, PDF it, make it look pretty, and set it off to your website person, and they can do the rest.
Yeah.
So I think, Liz, you sent me a link. I'm assuming you sent like your PDF to your website person, and they came back with that like link, or did you do that?
I did that through the platform that I'm using, the Marketing Sense platform. So I was able to do that myself, and then basically it'll spit me out the email of the person who's interested in my offer, and then I figured I would email them the PDF.
Yeah, anyone that's on your list. I would first though, like send them like the opt-in link that you sent me,
right? And
say, hey guys, you're on my list. Thank you so much. And you'll be getting this PDF file in maybe, let's say, next week. But for now, if you have any friends, family members, coworkers that could benefit from this, I'm giving away blah, blah. Because I feel like if you give it to them right now, they're probably not going to do the work.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Or maybe say to them, hey, let's have a contest. The person that refers the most people, I'll give away. Now, they don't know that everyone's, you know what I mean? Like, do something like that.
That's a great idea.
Because like I always have for basketball, like it's in season right now, it's postseason come March, April. Anyone that's on my email list, really, like I don't need them signing up for the postseason workout, because then they're just going to get 3 emails at the same time. So I always email them, hey guys, we all know the season's over, postseason starting. I will send the Done For You program next week. But in the meantime, if you have any like of your players, coaches, and usually when I do that, there's always a spike in my email list.
Okay.
And then next week I go, as promised, thank you so much for your help. Here's the downloadable program. And I also say, please don't share this link with you know what I mean? But that's what I would do.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, I love that idea. I will definitely do that.
And I love your post on Instagram this morning about those 2 oils.
Oh, thank you.
No, because again, but I feel like essential oils, they're out there, but like, you're like, which one do I want? Which one do I want to use when I'm feeling like this? I love it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Like you have your opt-in, like tweak it. Like I didn't look at the link again. So I don't know if like you tweaked it, if you're ready to kind of put it out there. Like I said, put it on your list. Put it in your Instagram profile, put it on Facebook, or even do like a Facebook Live about it.
Yep, I got
Be like,
it.
hey guys, I'm giving this away. If you want it, drop me a DM or put your email below.
Okay. Awesome.
That's where I would go. I mean, I think, yeah, you're starting to do that. And then I think now that we're starting to build email lists, then you and I can, when we're on next time, talk about then at least blogging, email, newsletter, at least once a week where you're giving away stuff.
Yeah. That's fabulous.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So obviously it's just the 2 of you on right now. So if you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer them. If I've answered your questions and you want to jump off, you can do that. But you have me, so ask me anything you want.
I'm trying to think if I have any questions. I thought I did, and now I'm drawing a blank.
I'm going to email you separately about, like I said, the essential oils that really have nothing per se to do with this call. And then a time that we can book to talk about the interview for the Athlete Summit and everything.
Perfect.
But separate thing. But yeah, I mean, again, if you know this, if you have a question, you can email me. I'll answer it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
How often do you change up your offer?
So for me, one of my main offers is, let's say for my basketball, I do it by season. So preseason, which would be, September to about November, if we're talking kind of high school, then pretty much like December to like March is in season. And then April, May to like August is post.
Okay.
So I at least change it up 3 times a year, and I'll probably add in another one. But I always go off of like what I do, like the seasons. So I think like for both of you, even though you're both different, I would go off, it's winter. It's like winter running, like people get cold. I mean, it's wet, it's snowy out. I mean, there is snow in New England, even though it's melting today. But like how—
It's hard to know. Is it rainy
like
or snowy?
Yeah, even if you wrote a blog, I mean, like the last few days, Liz, it's been freezing here for like Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and then today. But like people are running in the streets because all the snow froze. So like, Gene, go off, like if you're going to run in the street, here are 3 tips to stay safe. Like do like a blog about that. Like this is what I see, because I'm like, these people are crazy. They're going to get hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like if you have a marathon, Liz is laughing right now because she, used to be from New Jersey. She gets it. But also like, Gene, like people know, like they relate to what we're saying though, right? They're thinking Jesus, like you're in the middle of the road and you're running, and probably because they need to get their miles in for the Boston Marathon. But I think everyone would appreciate like a fun blog, like some tips. And I think like you could easily, just because obviously you're in Massachusetts, you get a lot of traction from it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys follow the women's basketball page, not that you play basketball, but I wrote a thing about you want to play Division I basketball this week. Like, so you want to play Division I. That has been the most popular blog that I've ever written, because I can see it on Facebook. It's been viewed like over 20,000 times. So yeah, I mean, again, trying to like, because right now, like, colleges and all that. So I'm boosting it right now just to get more attention to my page. So again, like, that's why you want to write blogs, you want to write emails, because it's just engaging the people.
Why do you think that one was so popular?
Because I think everyone that plays basketball wants to play Division I. And part of the blog though was why you should look at Division II and Division III. That was part of it. Why Division I might not be the best fit for your daughter, whether you're the athlete or the coach. And it went into all that. And also because I played Division I at a very high level, like I've been there. I think like my experience, I think people saw a different side. So I think that's why. I also think I email out 3 times a week. I post on my Facebook page at least every day. I think just it keeps building and building and building.
Wow, you're really good with your social calendar.
Yeah, but I gotta tell you, it's not even a second thought to me. Like when I first started doing this, yes, I'm like, oh shit, like on freaking Thursday, I gotta I used to do it a week in advance. Oh, sorry. Is there kids in the cars? I'm swearing.
No,
Oh.
you're just
No,
funny.
you'll get used. I mean, you'll get used to it. Like I said to you, like I think like I gave you a few ideas to write a blog. Like write them down and like you'll be surprised. Like you'll start writing or do a video and be like, hey guys, I was driving around. Obviously the snow's melting in Boston, but if you're gonna run on the streets, here are 3 tips to help you not get hit by a car. Like that's what, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Again, that's relevant to today. Don't do that in the summer because.
Yeah. Do you like plan out blog topics in advance and then also maybe do some just based on what happens? Like, how do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I've been blogging for a very long time and I do it consistently at least 3 days a week. So my schedule right now really for me is I probably blog the day before and write what's ever on my mind. Now the theme that I've been doing, like I do a Wisdom Wednesday where I give out stuff for like female fitness, entrepreneurs, health and wellness. Like I have a Wisdom Wednesday where I give a free tip. So Wisdom Wednesday, like whatever, what's ever on my mind kind of pops up or what we're talking about. But for the basketball stuff and like my female athletes, the goal this year, like right now, is talking about like in-season strength, why girls should be strength training, and it's going around that. So,
okay.
Yes, I have a plan, but I also can sit down at my computer and I could write a blog right now in 20 minutes because I've been doing it. So I would tell you, like, I would go off, it's winter, even though it feels like spring, I would go off once a week for you, write a blog or put a video together about winter running and how to get ready for your next marathon. Or if you're a first-time marathoner, like, and you're looking at the calendar, how many weeks should you plan out to run a marathon? Like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I would pick a day and I'd be consistent. So if you do it 1 day a week, and that's fine to start, do it every Wednesday. I'm picking a day. Don't do Monday and the next week you're doing Friday because people are going to be like, when the hell is she putting this stuff out? If you're going to blog 1 day and be consistent. Facebook, I would post every day. And if you scroll through Facebook like we all do, I'm sure if Liz was going through Facebook now, you'll find an article that's relevant to what you do.
Yeah.
Like somehow in my news feed, and I sent it to Liz, it popped up. I don't remember, like the five benefits of essential oils or something. I sent that to you last week. Again, like she could easily post that on her page and then go with that. I'm sure like running, like again, because you're probably looking at running stuff, something's going to pop up in your news feed, or get to know like people in like your community that write a blog, write articles, and use their stuff and just post it.
Yeah.
Jen, I have a question.
Yeah,
so
sure.
How frequently are you posting on your Facebook page?
I post every day on my Facebook page 2, 3, 4 times a day.
Okay.
But that's not all my stuff. Like let's say like you could write a blog and I would be like, hey guys, my friend Liz wrote this blog about essential oils and how it helps female athletes with stress. So it's not like it's all my stuff.
Right.
But I post, because like if I scroll through right now, like Facebook, as I'm talking to you, they're going to talk about, I dropped my phone, like, oh, a women's basketball game, there was a big upset. Oh, the team of the week. I just copy that and paste it.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then like if I'm reading through, like I pay attention to Forbes, Entrepreneur, the 5 best books to read to build your business. Then I just copy it and put it on that. So if you actually spend 10 minutes and really like paid attention to what you're, copy the link, paste it in your group. You'll once you start doing that, more stuff is going to pop up that you want. Sorry, I'm bending over to get my phone. Yeah, so like Liz, I don't know who writes about essential oils. I'm sure if I looked, I could probably find something. But if there's someone in your group that blogs out a lot,
right,
steal what they're doing.
There's definitely people, that I follow that I can start like kind of collecting ideas and putting stuff together. Like that would be a problem. I do have a question. So then you're sending out, you said 3 emails a week? I
send 3 emails a week. Yep.
Okay. So I'm like a systematic minded person. Like I need like very specific direction. That's how I work. So I'm going to send out to my email list, hey, I'm offering whatever, please share this with friends and family, my opt-in.
Yep.
Okay. Boom. That's one thing. Once that's done, what would be the next step?
So anyone that joins your email list, Gene, listen to this too, because like when you start doing your newsletter, this will be relevant to you. When someone joins your newsletter, make sure as soon as they join, you give them what you promised, but I'd have like some sort of welcome like email.
Okay.
Like, oh, hey Liz, thanks so much for opting in. here is your free gift that I offered. And then you can kind of go in any direction. You can tell them who you are and what you do and why it's important. You can, like my emails now, because I follow someone in the email community that does it. My emails now say, thank you so much for opting in. Here's your done for you program. Here's your 3 tips, whatever. By you opting into this email, you are telling me that you are one of 3 people. And I go through, like, you're a coach, you're an athlete, or you're a parent. And then I say, I would love to learn more about you and what you're trying to accomplish and what you want to learn. Shoot me an email back and let me know, and I can send you some of my top, like, blogs. So I would be like, whoever you think is going to subscribe to your email, I would put it in the email so they're like, oh, she's talking to me, and then ask to get to know them.
Okay.
Because even if you had, I have a lot of people on my email list. Not everyone's going to do that. So it's not like I have to answer 1,000 emails. But the emails that I get, people email me, I will answer them back.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say thank you so much. You're telling me you're either a parent. Maybe you're someone like me, like just you're kind of into the health and wellness. You've heard about essential oils and how they can help you. So I would pick whoever you think would be opting in.
Okay.
Or just ask them, hey, like, I would love to know what made you come to this. What do you hope to get out of this? Is there something I can share with you? Like, how can I help you?
Awesome.
And then I would probably then have like another follow-up email where you're like, hey, how did you enjoy my 5 tips? Have you been implementing these new things in your like everyday life to get rid of like the household chemicals? Like I would ask them directly, like, have they been using what you're saying?
Okay.
And just say, hey, if you're, you could also be like, hey, if you're having trouble figuring this out, you can get on the call, 15-minute call with me, and we can help to figure out how to, stuff like that. I would follow up with them a couple times, and after that, they're in your regular email list, and that's when they'll get the 1 email a week at least.
Okay.
Because I will tell you from doing this a while, most people, when they get their email, they don't follow up. Like, you give them the program, and then you never talk to them. Like, and most people, like, when they get emails like that, most people don't know that they're automated emails.
Right.
So, hey, make sure you're like, hey, Jen, I would just follow up with them a couple emails.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you were doing that manually or if it was automated.
No, I guess if like you don't have a big email list and you want to manually do it, I guess you could. I wouldn't suggest that because as you start building your email list, you have 100, 200, 300, 400. Like I'm well into the thousands. I can't manually, like there's an email, you could get Constant Contact, Gene, which is I think free up until a certain point. That can easily, you can store people in there and you can send out a newsletter once a week. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, I've been using MailChimp. I just haven't used anything automated yet.
So it's in MailChimp. I don't use MailChimp, but if you took an hour, a couple hours during the week and went in there, you'd see how you can automate things. And I know they have support, so I'm sure if you needed to, you could jump on the phone with them. But it's pretty easy because once it's automated, Gene, you don't need to worry about it.
Right, yeah.
And that's the nice thing about kind of being online. Yes, you need to tweak your offers. Yes, you need to kind of rinse and repeat. But once you kind of have the basic stuff that we're going over right now, it's a rinse and repeat. You might have to update things every once in a while, but Joe Schmo joins your email list. He gets the emails for the next couple days, and then he's on your email list next week. Like you don't need to think about it.
Yeah.
But again, for you, I would get your login. Hello, get your lead magnet, get your opt-in, put it in a PDF form, send it to your website person, and get that link so you can put it on Instagram, you can put it on Facebook, and then I would say next week, that's when I would start blogging through your MailChimp once a week.
And with your 3 emails, do you have a theme with any of those, or those are just sharing your blog posts?
Well, again, I have different email lists, so when it's going out to like the female athletes in women's basketball, it's centered around women's basketball, female athletes. When it's going out to the business list, it's centered around something around building your business and bettering you. But if you ask me right now what I'm going to post next Wednesday to like the business list, I couldn't tell you right now.
Oh, okay. So you send 3 emails a week, but it's 3 different lists. It's not one list.
No. I send 3 emails a week to my basketball and female athlete list.
Oh, okay.
But again, you're paying attention kind of almost the wrong thing. Just write a blog once a week. Next week, it could be about winter running and don't get hit by a car. And the following week, it'd be like, oh my God, I bought these new gloves and I love them. You can wear them when you're running. Just blog out.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't write about running and then be like, oh, hey, I found this new fat thing for my stomach and it like screams away the fat. Like that's obviously a disconnect, but I think you get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, like, if you have you got a new pair of running sneakers and you love them, tell everyone about them.
Yeah.
The point is just to get you to blog once a week and to make sure you're going on Facebook at least once a day or Instagram once a day. I mean, link them. They're connected at least once a day to Facebook or Instagram, and then at least one blog post to your email list. Once you have that and you're doing that consistently, then I think you can be more strategic in planning. But if you're not doing it, you're worrying about the wrong things right now.
Okay.
But your first thing is get that lead magnet, get that opt-in.
Yep.
And then like Liz,
cool.
your thing, Liz, is to send that email out to your list now about, hey, I put together this giveaway, like this, you know. I mean, honestly, you could do it as a giveaway because be like, hey, the person that refers the most people. And just make sure when you're referring someone, they email me and tell them that Jen sent me. Like you could do it that way, have a competition and give away a free oil. I mean, see what happens. People respond when you give them a free t-shirt, free oil. Ooh, they think you're, I know you like to do Facebook Lives. Do a Facebook Live announcing that you're giving away like, you know, I forget what I know, like do that. And then be like I said, hey, drop me a line below or send me a direct message and I'll send it to you right away.
Okay.
And then once you do that, and I know you post to Facebook, I know you do Instagram, because you come in my feed. I would again blog once a week. Send a newsletter out once a week.
Okay. Perfect.
That's what I would tell you to do until next time. And then if you obviously have a question, you want me to look at your opt-in, if you tweaked it, just send it to me.
Okay.
Gene, if you start getting your opt-in and you're like kind of stuck, send me what you got and I'll let you know.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, but I mean, I think both of you kind of have action steps, but that's what I would do. Because again, once you get like kind of these things up and running, it's just, you just keep repeating. And then again, you start engaging your audience, you build your email list. So when you have your product, you have something you want to sell, you have an engaged audience.
Right.
Yeah.
Jen, can you just tell me a little bit about ClickFunnels?
So the easiest way to tell, ClickFunnels basically is a one-page website.
Okay.
So it allows you to make a one-page website where you can you can do an opt-in where you can have a video and then you can have certain text, then enter your name and email, and then you can take them to a thank you page, the downloadable page.
Okay.
Or like for the Female Fitness Summit, which I know you saw, that whole page was ClickFunnels.
Okay.
And then it's taken them to a sales page. So ClickFunnels allows you to make a one-page website.
Okay.
That can link to Stripe, which takes payment.
Okay.
I think it can link to PayPal, but don't quote me on that. I think if you can take emails right now, and like it puts you in your newsletter system, because ClickFunnels, from what people like, I don't think it's that crazy expensive, but it's not cheap.
Okay.
Like it's like for the basic version, it's $97 a month.
Okay.
And if you go over that though, then it's $300 a month.
Okay.
So I mean,
that's something as I'm building, I can look into that in the future, but right now work on.
Yeah, as long as like you have a way to take payment with your people, you're fine.
Okay.
Because most people, when you start out, if you're linking them to a page, they'll give you their name and email, but then it takes them to a payment page. It's probably going to take them 10 times to kind of do that before they're actually going to pay.
Right.
So I think for right now, I mean, ClickFunnels, like what I hear, most people, ClickFunnels I get, like most of my friends in the fitness industry have one. They use ClickFunnels, and then the other one they love is ConvertKit. Those are kind of like the two people like say are easy to use, but I'm one of those people, like if you don't have 100,000 people on your email list, it doesn't matter what you lose. I mean, 50,000, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You get 50,000, I think it matters that you have like Infusionsoft or there's another one. Other than that, I don't think it matters.
Awesome.
As long as your people are getting the emails, and that's the only thing, because I think with certain email systems, people were finding out they weren't getting emails, but you're fine with what you're doing right now.
Excellent. Okay, good. Thanks.
Gina, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, if you have any questions, send me an email, and then Liz, I'll follow up with you in the coming days, and enjoy your time in Savannah.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I'll talk to you next week, but again, if you need anything, let me know.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Jen.
All right, bye guys.
Thanks.